Alright, haven't ridden it in a while, but here's my KTM 500 EXC converted into a Supermoto. It's got some nice XL rims accented with orange nibs, Behringer brakes in the front. I have Pirelli Scorpion Trail 9010 tires, Acerbis front fender, tail tidy, aftermarket hand guards, much more sturdier than the stock, some cool orange brakes, brake levers I should say, and I have an Akrapovic slip-on. Haven't ridden it in a while, kind of more into the sports bike stuff, but I got this because it's sort of an all-around bike. I can ride it in the rain, I can ride it in cold weather, putting around town. It does have a lot of horsepower, and you know, in general it's just a great bike. I also added the I think it's called the JD tuner. It sits under the seat, and by the way, this is a Seat Concepts aftermarket seat. I didn't like the stock seat. This has nice orange accents on it. Trail Tech Vapor aftermarket speedometer, odometer. The bungee cord there is because the mounting bracket broke off. But let's take it for a spin and see how she goes. Haven't ridden her in a while. I had to fill up the tires this morning. They were pretty low. First gear is really short on this bike, pretty much useless. When they built it for me, again, it was a brand new stock with knobby tire EXC, and I had the bike shop that I buy my bikes from customized it. I told them I wanted a Supermoto, and they were happy to oblige. The mirror's not too good, I will tell you that. I've struggled with the mirror. But the bike is really light. I think it's maybe like 240 pounds wet. Probably produces about, I don't know, maybe 40-ish horsepower at the rear wheel. It's got a lot of torque. And in Supermoto configuration, this bike just, you know, is fantastic. It really is a great bike. I took it to a track day because I didn't want to take the sports bike because I've never been to track day, and it was a rainy track day, so it ended up being the best bike for me, and I think others wish they had the same. I didn't wreck it. Others are wrecking their bikes, but this one was just nice to ride, easy to handle, put your foot down. I did have the back step out on me a number of times, but the bike's so light and easy to deal with that it was not a problem in the slightest to get it back under control. What else can I tell you about this bad boy? Ooh, looks like there was an accident. KTM doesn't make a Supermoto, at least here in the States, from what I'm aware of. Really, the only Supermoto you can buy that's, you know, factory Supermoto is the Suzuki DRZ. I think it's like a 400 or something, which, you know, is a nice bike, all-around bike. People will criticize it for being low on power and the build isn't all that great, but I've heard good things about both the build quality, ride quality, durability, etc. The 500 EXC is a fantastic bike. It's great reviews for, you know, being an enduro, and I can tell you the only criticism I've heard, I haven't had an issue with it, is it requires quite a bit of maintenance if you're going to ride it on the road. And at one time, KTM was selling, I think it's like a 600 EXC, which is more built for the road. I didn't get it because it was a bigger bike, and I thought one day I'd get into sliding and stoppies and all that other stuff, and this would be a much easier bike to learn how to do that on, but that never happened. But it is a good bike, and it feels good to ride it today, having not ridden it for a while. The tires are really low. They've been sitting for probably 9 months. Got my heated gear on. The Behringer brakes are fantastic. I have known nothing but Brimbos, but Behringer, not only do they look cool, but they've got some amazing stopping power. So it's a cold day. I think it's maybe 48 right now, but it is sunny. Yesterday was crappy. It was overcasted, but it was warmer. We can't seem to get a break. It's either overcasted and warm and rainy, or it's nice and sunny and clear skies but cold. Such is life here in the Midwest. I read that the El Nino is going to be super large this year, and that might make the weather in the Midwest not as cold. So I'm rooting for El Nino. I don't know what that does for the rest of you folks, but the last 3 years we've had it rough here in the Midwest in terms of duration of winter and depth of cold. Some people fishing this morning at that pond. I've had this bike up to, I think, triple digits, and it was pretty stable. Vibrates like hell, but it's okay on the expressway. As I said, I took it to a track day, and I actually rode it to the track day, about an hour in each direction, in the rain, in full leathers, and it was not a problem at all. I mean, a little vibey, but, you know, I ain't gonna complain about it. Riding really nice today. Sometimes you get some backfire from it. Not today. It is a tall bike, so you shorter riders would probably have a problem with it, because I'm 5'10 and a half, 5'11", and you know, I gotta stretch out to get the feet down. But it's designed like that, so you know, it can go over pretty much anything and everything, and this bike does just that. So yesterday, some folks that I work with were going to take their Enduros out to a place up north and ride. I was going to meet him there this morning, but they canceled out, so that's not going to happen. But yesterday I took my BMW HP4 S1000RR up there to try to find it. About an hour north of where I live, and I wasn't able to find it. But it was a nice ride. As I said, it was kind of overcasted and misty, but you know, I enjoyed the ride. Headed out north from where I'm at, there's much less construction. If you go south into the city, it's pretty bad right now. They've torn up, and I've complained about this on my other videos. I apologize for continuing to whine about it, but they've torn up so many roads up here. This thing's got some horsepower, man. You hit that gas and this bad boy takes off. Little head shake from time to time. When I put the tail tidy on, I removed the blinkers in the back. I've been too lazy to hook them up. Need to work on that. the creek is closed today. I wonder why. Don't want to get a ticket this morning, so I'm going to take it easy. I have got to do something with this mirror. Very frustrating. So there's a road up here I'm going to check out. They've been doing construction on it for a while, and I've never got around to going in there. I don't know if it's like new businesses or office complex, whatever, but I'm going to go in and check it out. Somewhere up here. I don't think I'd passed it yet. That Beverly Lake is open. Okay. Cool. I think it's up here. Yeah, it's right here. Give my signal, and then we shall check it out. Yeah, I've never been back here, so some kind of flashing strange sign. It's a dead end with a lot of cars. 6005 Healy. I wonder if somebody lives back there. Yeah, it's closed. And that's some kind of auto park. Huh, interesting. So, Supermoto. I could do far more with this bike than I have been, and I'm sure the bike far exceeds my talent level, because, you know, people get these and they do wheelies and stoppies and all that other stuff, and I suck at doing that. I don't practice it, to be honest with you, because I don't want to crash. Another fellow rider. CrossFit. One time right here to my right, they were going to put in a motocross track. And it was within, I think, like 60 days of opening, and I don't know what happened, but it never happened, unfortunately. Probably something to do with the insurance. But we do have an awesome paintball place up here to the left, and I've played there a few times, and I haven't lately been too much into my motorcycle nonsense. couple bikes out. There's another one over there. Looks like a Triumph Speed Triple. And it's a green light. You can go, sweetheart. Again, my mirror stinks. Pretty colors on the trees. I love fall and the colors of the trees, but I hate the weather and what I know is coming next. Heated gears working good this morning, man. I'm nice and toasty. I don't have the heated gloves on. All I got's the heated vest. They say if you can keep your chest warm, you don't need to worry about your arms. And I would agree with that. Not your arms, your hands. I guess I don't have really good blood flow to my hands because, man, on a cold day, like I've been out in 30-degree weather and it's been terrible. But with the heated gloves and stuff on, the only thing that bothers me is the exposed area of the face. Even with the baklava, I think that's what it's called, baklava, whatever, I don't know, no, that's a food. Baklava, is that how you say it? I don't know. I'm rambling and babbling now. So here's one. So last night, we've been trying to get tickets to see the movie Martian, and it's just been sold out at the theater we like to go to. So just to get out of the house, my wife, my daughter, her boyfriend, and I went to see the new Vin Diesel movie, Witch Hunter, something or other. And I like Vin Diesel, I like the action and stuff. It was an okay movie. If there's nothing else to see, I would say go see it, but actually didn't have as much action as I expected, given, you know, Vin Diesel was in it. Special effects were okay, and it was sort of a blend of Blade, the vampire killer, so this was the witch killer, and that series with the girls, the witches, you know, that put potions and spells on everybody. But it was okay. It wasn't great. And the theater we go to, you know, that you can order food and they bring it to you and stuff, they got, I guess, a new setup and a new waiter, and the service was terrible. But I didn't come away, you know, feeling terribly bad about it. I guess mainly because I got out of the house, which I appreciated. There we go. We're getting some backfire now. Squeeze those brakes. So I've been looking at those new gyros for the cameras. A couple $100. A couple of them have been reviewed online. But I don't know, man. I don't know that I want to spend the cash for that. Fuel. I have run out of gas on this bike before and had to push it, but the good news is it's a light bike, so you don't kill yourself pushing it. But I had to push it probably like 5 blocks, and the worst thing about it was felt like a jackass because I had run out of fuel. Doesn't give you a fuel gauge, it just, the light comes on, you can see it right there, and it tells you, oops, you're out of gas. This vapor trail thing's pretty cool. So there's, you know, a magnet in the front that, you know, measures speed, but also has a wire you wrap around a spark plug, and it gives you, you know, okay indication of RPM. There's a more intrusive way to do it, and I didn't want to do that because I'm not a wrencher and I didn't want to screw the bike up, but you know, it's okay, because normally this bike doesn't give you miles that you've ridden on it, only hours, so I've disconnected that. So truth be told, I don't know how many miles I actually have ridden it, but I'm pretty good about taking my bikes in every year. Not pretty good, I am good, getting the oil change done and all that other stuff. And again, I haven't ridden this a whole lot, so I thought about, maybe I should just trade it in, and I got it, but I sunk a lot of money into it. The bike stock is like 10 grand, and I'd probably put another 4 grand into it at least, between, you know, the rims and the sprockets and the exhaust. And you could do cool stuff like that. Yeah, boy. Woo! Supermoto guy. I think I backed this in one time. It was wet and rainy, and I put on the front brakes really hard and the back end slid out. It was kind of cool. But when I try to do it on, you know, deliberately, I can't because I stink. That's alright. That's alright. It's okay. There's another rider. Everybody's waving and happy because it's not raining and they get to ride. I agree, it's nice. Now, this bike's only got 5 gears. And right now I'm in the 5th gear and doing that, like what, 65 and maybe 6,000 RPM, something like that. So not too bad. And it's a very comfortable bike. You can stand up on it and it's no problem. Woo! Stretch your legs, do whatever you need to do on it. After riding it today, I'm not getting rid of it, because if we do get an RV, and that's what my wife's working on, this would be one of the bikes I'm taking with me. My dream is to get to the tail of the Dragon and then maybe out to Southern California to experience some of the nice riding, you know, out there that they get to do every year and I don't get to do. Yeah, I'm jealous. So this concludes my ride and review of the KTM 500 Exc. Hope you enjoyed it.
mami, oh, mira que tú estás rica. Yo vengo pa' lo mío, la dejo confundida como un calofrío. Pásame la boca, que por ese río. Tú sabes que yo soy Armando Lío. Tú deja la muela, que a ti te gusta fiesta y gozadera. No soy hundivo, pero mami, dame más madera. Aprende una vela. No soy Alejandro Fernando Roberto. Dile a Lady Gaga, yo soy Armando formando escándalo, siento.
One more look at her. Yeah, she's pretty. I like that front fender better than the standard mud ones you get. And the rims are nice. They did a nice job. They really did. You can see I put the Akrapovic, Army Akrapovic, sort of this guard here in case I've dropped it. And I did lay this down once in the dirt doing donuts. I've never tried the Kickstarter. All my old bikes when I was growing up had Kickstarters. And that was interesting. It's got the engine guard here. Yeah, she's a beaut. Hope you enjoyed it.